Princess Lila and the Lost Unicorn. Once upon a time, in the peaceful and enchanted kingdom of Silverbrook, there lived a brave, adventurous princess named Lila. Unlike most princesses who spent their days inside the castle, Lila loved the outdoors. She would spend hours exploring the vast forests surrounding her kingdom, riding her horse through the meadows, and learning the secrets of nature. Her spirit was as free as the birds, and she was known throughout the land not only for her beauty, but for her kindness and curiosity. But above all else, Princess Lila had one special friend, a magical unicorn named Luna. Luna was no ordinary unicorn. Her coat was as white as freshly fallen snow, and her mane shimmered in a rainbow of colors, sparkling like a waterfall under the morning sun. But it was her golden horn that was the most extraordinary. It glowed brightly whenever Luna was happy, lighting up the world around her with a soft golden hue. Together, Lila and Luna were inseparable. They roamed the enchanted forests, discovered hidden streams, and played under the towering trees that were centuries old. One bright summer day, when the kingdom of Silverbrook was basking in the warmth of the sun, Lila and Luna set off on one of their adventures. The day seemed perfect. The birds were singing, the flowers bloomed in every color, and the sky was a deep blue, free of any clouds. As they explored a hidden meadow they had never seen before, something strange began to happen. A cool breeze, almost too chilly for a summer's day, swept through the air, and a soft whisper echoed from the depths of the forest. Lila turned to Luna, puzzled. "Did you hear that?" she asked. Luna's ears twitched, and she neighed softly in response, as if trying to listen to the strange sound. Suddenly, without warning, a thick fog rolled in, and within moments, Luna disappeared into the mist. "Luna!" Princess Lila cried, her voice filled with worry. She could hardly see a thing in front of her. Her heart raced as she called out again and again, but there was no response. It was as if the unicorn had vanished into thin air. Determined not to lose her friend, Lila mounted her horse, Shadow, and galloped through the thick fog, calling Luna's name. She searched the nearby meadow, the forest's edge, and every familiar place they had visited together. But Luna was nowhere to be found. Exhausted and filled with worry, Lila returned to the castle, her heart heavy with the thought that Luna might be lost forever. That night, unable to sleep, Lila sat by her window, looking out at the silver moon hanging low in the sky. She had never felt so alone before. The thought of Luna trapped or in danger somewhere made her feel helpless. But then, just as she was about to give up hope, a soft light appeared outside her window. It was faint at first, like the glow of a firefly, but it grew brighter and brighter until she could see it clearly. It was a small orb of light, floating in the air, and it seemed to beckon her to follow. Lila knew that this was no ordinary light. It had to be a sign from the magical forces that protected Silverbrook. With new hope in her heart, she quickly dressed, grabbed her cloak, and slipped out of the castle unnoticed. The glowing orb led her through the silent kingdom, past the sleeping villages and the moonlit fields, and deep into the Enchanted Valley, a place where magic was ancient and powerful. The Enchanted Valley was known to few, and those who had ventured there spoke of its strange and mysterious beauty. The trees were taller, their branches twisted in strange, otherworldly shapes, and the air was thick with the scent of wildflowers and the soft hum of magic. Lila followed the glowing light deeper into the valley until it finally stopped in front of an enormous, ancient oak tree. The tree stood at the center of a small clearing, and its roots twisted and knotted like a maze around the ground. In the center of the clearing, wrapped tightly in glowing vines, was Luna. Luna's beautiful coat was no longer shimmering, and her mane had lost its rainbow glow. Her golden horn was dim, and her eyes were filled with sadness. Lila's heart ached as she realized her friend was trapped by powerful magic. "Luna," she whispered, running toward her. But as she approached, the vines tightened their grip on the unicorn, glowing brighter with a strange, eerie light. Lila knew she had to act fast. But how? She had never encountered magic like this before. She tried to pull at the vines, but they hissed and burned her hands as if warning her to stay away. The vines were enchanted, created by dark magic, and they weren't going to let Luna go easily. As she stood there, unsure of what to do, a memory from her childhood came rushing back. Her grandmother had once told her about the ancient magic of the Enchanted Valley. Only a heart filled with true love and courage can break the most powerful spells, her grandmother had said. Lila took a deep breath and placed her hand over her heart. She closed her eyes and let the memories of her friendship with Luna fill her mind, the times they had raced through the fields, the laughter they had shared, the quiet moments under the stars. As she thought of their bond, a warmth spread through her chest, and she could feel the love and bravery building inside her. Suddenly, her hand began to glow with a soft golden light. She opened her eyes, and the light from her heart spread across the clearing, illuminating the trees and the ground with a warm, magical glow. The vines hissed and recoiled, their dark magic weakening in the presence of such pure and powerful love. "Luna, I'm here," Lila said softly. "We're going home." With one final burst of light, the vine shattered into 1,000 tiny pieces, disappearing into the air. Luna was free. Her coat sparkled once more, her mane glowed with all the colors of the rainbow, and her golden horn shone as bright as the sun. Luna trotted over to Lila and gently nuzzled her, as if to say, "Thank you, my dearest friend." Lila wrapped her arms around Luna's neck, tears of joy in her eyes. The bond between them was stronger than ever, and they knew that no magic, no matter how dark, could ever break their friendship. As they made their way back to the kingdom, the fog lifted and the Enchanted Valley bloomed with new life. Flowers of every color burst into bloom, and the trees shimmered with the soft glow of magic. It was as if the entire valley was celebrating their victory. When they returned to Silverbrook, the entire kingdom rejoiced. Lila and Luna's bravery and friendship had not only saved them, but had also restored magic and hope to the land. From that day on, the bond between the princess and her unicorn became legendary, a story told to every child in Silverbrook about the power of love, courage, and the magic that lives within all of us. And so, Princess Lila and Luna lived happily ever after, sharing many more adventures together. They knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them side by side, for their friendship was the greatest magic of all.